I didn't start off with the skills I have now. I started off very low skilled. But I was willing to do it. What's the ways that I can do it? And you know what I did? I'll tell you what I did. I borrowed from my heroes. I borrowed a little story from Jim Rohn. I borrowed a little story from Les Brown. I borrowed a little story from somebody in my company. I borrow these stories, and I tell these stories, and I put the trainings in between. And it worked for me. And here's the great thing about what network marketing will allow you to do when it comes to something like this, is you're going to get lots of opportunity to practice. I mean, people like sign up for Dale Carnegie courses just to be able to go have an opportunity to practice, which you could do, but we already have one. You have your team, you have your local market, you can go speak in somebody's home meeting, you can do anything you want to do as many times as you want to do it. One of the things that after I learned this, it started to build some confidence in me, and I started. I'm a teacher at heart anyway. You know, in my DNA, I'm more teacher than I am entrepreneur than I am, big builder. I'm more teacher. So I learned that, and that really built something. And then something amazing happened. 29 years old. I was a top leader in the company, one of the top 7 in the company. The company's doing really, really well. And the number 1 guy in the company, he was an amazing builder. And I was standing with him and the CEO of the company. And we were talking about the convention coming up. There's going to be 14,000 people at this convention. And I was no longer scared of that. I was really, really, really wanting to be on that stage. I was trying to figure out a way to get on that stage, somehow, some way. Other than just getting an award or something. I wanted to do a talk. I wanted to have an opportunity to do that. So I'm standing with the number 1 earner and the president of the company, and we're talking about presentations for the stage, and I jokingly say, he might be the number 1 earner, but I can blow him away when it comes to a presentation. And the CEO goes, really? He goes, all right, fine. I'm going to give both of you the same amount of time, like 10, 12 minutes. Do your best. And I'll have some judges in the audience, secret judges, and we'll decide who ends up doing better. The number 1 earner, he was just raw talent, and he's just like, okay. And he's just going to show up and do his talk. Not me. Not me. I prepared my ass off. I went to the library, I got books of all kinds of quotes and anecdotes and different kinds of things, and ways to start and ways to finish. And I needed a theme. What was my theme going to be? So that I could hang my hat on, because 10, 12 minutes is not that long, but if it's done right, it can be amazing. Where am I going to lead people to? What's going to be the arc of it? Is it going to start with high energy? Is it going to build up and then build up again? What is it going to be? Am I going to get audience participation? What am I going to do? And I wrote that script. Word for word, practiced my butt off. Nope, that doesn't work. Listen to it in my own, but nope, that doesn't work. But I got to tell you, it's in GoPro. There's a link in GoPro. Have any of you heard it? The call to action thing. That's me at 29 with much younger voice. It's like, hello. That's me doing that talk in front of that group, and I crushed them. I just crushed it so much. And what a booster. I mean, it was a life changer for me. But what led to the life change? I was willing to be embarrassed. I was willing to prove somebody else wrong. I was willing to take the action before I was totally 100% prepared. I was also willing to prepare. I was willing to put in the work to become competent, so I could assure that when that moment arrived, that stage moment arrived, I wasn't going to fall on my face. Right? All these different things. I was willing to stand up for myself. all these different little lessons, right, helped me to create confidence in myself.